I'm headed to my favorite game stores to find items to flip for profit so I can fund my ultimate Pokemon collection. And you never know what's gonna turn up. Okay, found more Pokemons.
Fill the NES with a case.
Ooh, Atari Lynx case.
Oh, dang. Oh, there you go.
80s wooden case.
You've been looking for this.
I have.
That's like history in a box right there.
I've increased the Pokebank to $4,058. That's only $800 away from adding the insanely rare Pokemon Center Groudon Game Boy Advance SP US Edition to my Pokemon collection. But last week, my friend Jesse showed up to the game barn with over $10,000 worth of rare Pokemon items. But, you know, being the responsible saver that I am, I didn't buy anything. Are we locking in the 400 there?
We can land at 400 on that.
515?
Yeah, we can lock that in. I don't mean to be taken away from the Pokebank and your quest for the Groudon.
Sometimes it just makes sense. The one I want to look at next is this one.
We'll do 800.
All right. So, because we're even further away from our goal, Jesse actually agreed to help me build the Pokebank back up. Okay, so we're at Rocket Comics, which is Jesse's land. He's over there having a ball. What do you think, Jesse?
I love it. It's like shops like this where it's like disorganized but organized chaos is
Organized chaos.
It is one of the best things. It's like everywhere you look, there's something to look at. It's like those are the kind of stores I like.
They got it all. So they have a little video game section over here, so that's kind of where I'm looking. Kirby Air Ride GameCube, you know, Alicia Dragoon for Genesis. There's pretty sick 3DS XL, the Zelda one, which I'm gonna look at what we typically pay for that one. It's $249.99, but it's pretty hard to find and it looks clean. So I'll look into that. Then they got some cool Pokemon figures, which is always nice to see. It's a lot of stuff that I don't have. We ended up spending $380 on some games, the Zelda 3DS, and a Game Boy with games. And that added $150 to the Pokebank. And you know what else I'm adding? All these games to our Encore shop. Since we joined Encore last year, over 2,500 of you have followed. It's a great place to find video game collectibles from reputable sellers that I'm sure you're familiar with. Or maybe you'll find some new sellers that you love. But guys, we've got more planned, including starting nearly everything here at $1. There's dozens of items, including tons of popular Switch games, rare sealed Switch games, brand new PS5 controllers, special editions, retro grails, and more. We're also giving away a brand new Zelda Switch Lite. Whether you want a sweet handheld for the road or you just want it for your collection, make sure to follow and enter. Guys, there's tons of cool collectibles over on Encore, and of course, games. One of the things I really like about this platform is you can get a very good idea of what you're buying through the video listings. As a buyer, that comforts me, but it's also a really cool way to hear from the seller about what you're getting, and if there's ever any condition notes, little things to note, it's a really cool way to be able to find that out. So thanks again for all the support on Encore, and if you haven't already, make sure to download the app using my link in the description and give us a follow. You can find me by searching Chase After the Right Price. This is by far the biggest drop of high quality items that we've ever done, so you don't want to miss out. But now, let's head to the next store.
Yep.
Looking at some N64 games. Smash, Mario 64, Kart, Trilogy. Okay, found more Pokemons. Pokemon Moon, Sun, Pokemon Black, Soul Silver, and Omega Ruby. We're at FC Cards making some deals. So this stack right here, we negotiated 70% of marked, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Smash, and Mortal Kombat Trilogy. So that comes to $115. On the Pokemon games, we worked out some deals with Soul Silver for $135, Pokemon Black for $65, and then Sun and Moon at $17 a piece, which is basically what we do for our top dollar buy list. And then we've got a couple Topps Chrome Pokemon cards in some 10s. So Magmar and Tentacool for $90 there. Making some deals. What does that put our total at so far? 481. Yep. So far. With another $200 added to the Pokebank, we had to cut our stay short because we're meeting up with our friend Juan. He buys video games on Facebook Marketplace and sells them to us for quick cash. And I'm excited because he usually has great stuff to sell us. The PlayStation works, NES.
Yeah, I haven't tested that.
Okay. Ooh, Atari Lynx case. Oh, dang. Stuff full of games. Dang, that's legit. There's some cool games too. Xenophobe, Talons. I assume the console. There you go.
Got some buttons in the back.
Oh dang.
So,
not bad at all. Yeah.
And then games I showed you last week.
Oh yes. Okay. Boom.
probably like the third copy I found in the wild.
It's crazy how many
Yeah.
you've gotten of this one.
It's got the registration card and everything.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was pushing over $200 now.
that's wild. Got some NES games.
Nothing special.
Yep.
Game Boy Color, but it's missing the back. But
Okay.
it works.
It works?
Yeah, it works.
Sweet. Do you have a number in mind for this stack? Or you want me to straight come up with it?
Yeah, just throw out something.
$200.
200. I'll do 220.
Do you 210?
I'll do 210 for you.
First deal sealed, obviously the highlight Silent Hill. And then there's some other decent titles, Dino Crisis being the second best, Contra being pretty good. Some Tomb Raiders and Metal Gear Solid VR Mission. So 210 right there. $60 for the stack. Okay. And then the Atari Lynx. This is one I'll need a little help from you. I've sold them here and there, but the values,
Yeah, it goes up and down.
it's up and down. I know a lot of the games aren't that much. It's got some condition. Have you tested the console?
Yeah, tried it, played it. I've been sitting for a while. So.
Where would you be happy? Then I'll say yes or no, or counter, or what?
I'd be happy at probably like 200.
200? Can you do like 185? Is that still good for you?
Yeah, it's still good.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's still good.
So we're at 270 plus 185. This is where you come in.
270 plus 185, 455.
455. PS1, NES. PS1 works, NES doesn't. How about
I don't know. I haven't tested the NES. It's missing a video cord. I know that.
$60?
Yeah.
So 455 plus 65, 15. We were able to add $380 to the Pokebank, but we still have a lot of ways to go to make up my big purchase with Jesse. So we headed to my favorite local game store.
Yeah, it's definitely.
This is Jesse's.
Nice to meet you, man.
So Lou already grabbed the empty cases, manuals, things that they get that don't have games or don't have consoles. Or maybe the console was broken and they still got the boxes for them. And we got some more over here, broken, random stuff with issues. Something that we always try to make plays on, because as you guys know, we sell empty cases, boxes to complete games on Whatnot very frequently. Looks like we got top loader box, Gears of War 3 box, love that one. It's a really nice design of a 360. And there's even Rampage World Tour on 64, Persona, big box, pretty pricey PSP game. Earthworm Jim, that's a clean box. It feels like no tray, no manual, but not bad. And then Aladdin, looks like some Switch stuff, some Steel books, PSP stuff, DS stuff, GameCube in there. Okay. There's the new 3DS with the Charizard. Does that have the Blastoise plate too, or just that one?
No, it's just that one.
Okay, you want to work some of this stuff out? Sure. How do you want to do it? You want to name your price? You want me to name my price?
We've worked together before. Just name your, like, same as I always say. The worst I can do is add a little bit more or say no.
Okay. OG Xbox. I don't like to be at any more than $5 on broken ones.
We didn't buy it. All right, $5.
He said we didn't buy it. All right,
Someone left it.
That's a good profit.
And this one, it said it's randomly spewed disk and won't take it back in. So there's something weird with the disk drive on that.
Weird disk drive. I feel like I would like to be at like 20-ish.
How about 18?
18 will work.
This one got returned because it's someone dropped it like on their way home and said they didn't work.
Yep. Maybe 25.
I'll do 20.
Do 20. Deals.
You're pretty good at this negotiating thing, Chase.
All right.
It helps that we already know how each other works.
So this one straight up. Let's see what it
The
is.
battery's dead.
Dead battery and doesn't read this.
But as you know, XYAB, you can get batteries.
You can get batteries.
I have so many
That's
now.
right. How about 25?
25.
Okay. We got random manuals.
There's a good one in there.
There's a good one?
I'm gonna let you find it though.
Okay.
Don't spill them too much. You're ruining
Good
the fun.
night. We got cover arts, we got manuals, we got random extras. And these are things that game stores just accumulate, right? Like, I actually wonder what other game stores do with this stuff.
A lot of them throw them in the garbage.
Yeah, that's too bad.
You know, I got a couple of people that do dumpster diving, and they're like, GameStop always has boxes in the garbage, and that's how I get some of these. They just throw them out.
That's a nice one. Cruising Exotica. Actually, the box and the manual are, for whatever reason, pretty tough to get, and that's a sick
I think we
manual.
still have that one that's in the display case from even the first time you guys showed up.
Yeah.
It's just the box is crunched, no one wants it.
Yep.
Got some 64s.
Some nice 64 stuff, yeah. Love seeing that. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That's a big GameCube one.
Some good stuff. I bet you just peeked at all the good ones.
There you go. Chrono Trigger.
That one I paid a little too much for just because I wanted it in here.
The Chrono Trigger is certainly the highlight.
There's the good with the bad like usual.
What about like $65 for the stack?
That sounds good.
All right, this Xbox One.
This says disc drive
Drive broken. How about, since it's the Call of Duty version, $17.50?
$17.99.
$17.99 it is. 49-cent up there. Years of War box. I would say $7. Those do not sell well for us. The 360 boxes of any kind.
I'll do that.
15? Okay. Can't swing on that one.
Wish it was a little nicer condition.
I know. Box and phone,
I didn't
though.
even know the phone was in
I
there.
start the phones in there. All right, how about you start on this one? I've started on everything else.
Oh, I've always been told to buy low, sell high. So, $10 million.
All right.
That gives us a lot of room.
10 million, that's the starting point. How about...
I honestly don't even know. I forgot we had this back there. I haven't seen what the box and phone would go for.
I would offer $20 in the condition it's in. You tell me.
Let me ask my constituents.
Okay.
You guys think $20?
That looks beat. 20.
Let's give it that.
Let me ask Mike. Mike? Yeah. $20? 21. Oh,
there it
he's
is.
against you.
I'll do it. I mean,
Alright.
I respect it.
$20.99.
All right, Jesse. What do you think? What do you think that'll add to the Pokebank?
Probably around 150 if I had to take a guess.
Literally exactly.
It
what I
was
was
it.
gonna say. Yeah, so that's probably about what we're spending, and it's about 50% come in. So yeah, it's about 150 to the Pokebank. Let's start with the 2 Super Nintendo boxes. $20 deal. Rampage World Tour Persona. It feels like stuff's
This
in
one
there.
had some value.
Oh yeah, that's got value too. Yeah. So those certainly the best 2. What about like $28? $30 it is.
You knew where that was going.
All right, and I think we got to take this entire stack. It's PSP. I don't want these as badly, and I'll probably sell them in a while.
free.
That's free. The price is right. Beautiful. $10.
$12.
All right, $12.
And then it gets a little trickier.
Stack of DS and 3DS. I'm gonna separate kind of the best. This one's right there. These ones aren't too crazy. $20.
I can do that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, from your videos though, people ask me for broken stuff, box only now,
Yeah.
and it gets a little weird because in the back of my head I'm like, I know Chase will buy pretty much all of it, but then there's that one guy that's like, I just need this,
Yeah.
and I was like,
All right.
$2.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna do this stack, not quite as nice as the next stack. But it's got Mario Party 8, NCAA Football 14. You tell me on this stack.
15.
15's good with me. So this is the up there one. Def Jam Fight for New York, PS2. Well over $100 game when complete. And then the GameCube cases. GameCube we always like seeing. Monkey Ball 2 is a great game. I think I would hit you with like $35. Factoring it
Can you
the
do
most.
40?
Yeah, I can do 40. So we got $40 there, $15 here, $12 here, 20, 30, and 20. And I think that's gonna be right around the similar amount for Pokebank. Maybe about 150 added to the Pokebank. But now we gotta look at the stuff that's out here. All right, and again, real quick shout out to this store that we're in right now. It's Second Chance in Portage, Michigan. Lou is the manager. He's incredible. You got Michael and Keegan. Michael Keegan combo working right now. They're amazing. So definitely stop by. Let them know that we sent you. Definitely recommend giving it a good stop. They got good retro stuff, movies, of course, on this section. Great store. Come check it out if you're ever in the area. Okay, so looking at the Nintendo section, we actually have a lot of these items on our top dollar list that we're buying all the time. This one, Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, looks in nice condition. That would meet our condition requirements. $5.99. I think right now we're actually paying $7. So that's right there. These other ones, they all are like dirty, grimy, not quite up to snuff. You can see over here, Mario 3. I think we pay $18 for that, so normally I would buy this, but it's got the wear, so we're only looking to pay top dollar for things that are in excellent condition. So I certainly will pick this one up at $5.99, and then we'll see if there's anything else that's on our top dollar list that kind of makes sense. This is another one, Donkey Kong Country. We buy this all the time. We're actually paying $18 right now. So Lou, can you change the price to $17.99 and $6.99?
I mean, if you really like
So the NES with the case, that's actually sick.
it's not all yellowed.
Oh, it's clean.
It's the complete action set in there.
Okay.
I tossed in some decent games with it.
Some nice games.
Kind of the ones that would be paired in back now.
Mm-hmm. Probably offer like 140.
If you can do 150, I can seal it.
You guys don't have any
150. Lock it in.
150.
That's a sick case. I like that.
And it's clean.
Lou just pointed me in the direction of the sealed case. Said these have been here forever. They might have some wiggle room if I were to make a play. Our entire top dollar list, a lot of those items have a little bit of a disparity, which was why we can pay top dollar for them, but sealed kind of eliminates any room for that. But if Lou's got room, this is pretty high demand stuff. Might see what kind of deal he can make on this stack. So this one I would offer $100.
It's been sitting because we got the ones with the amiibos in there. They're around the same price, and people will buy those first.
Yeah. This one 15.
That's easy.
Okay.
If you're only doing like 5 off, I'm just gonna agree with you.
Yeah. Rune Factory 4, I think I'd be at like 20, so I understand that that's a no. Okay.
Some of the more obscure ones, like it literally would take me going, "Hey, I'll cut you a deal." So like,
Yeah.
you guys always do good by us, so same goes both ways. But why?
$17.99 there.
Yeah, I can do that.
I feel like each of these I'd be at like 38.
If you can do 40, I'll do it.
Yeah. Then I'd be at 30 on the Happy Home Designer.
I told you it wouldn't be that hard, dude. Like they've been sitting there forever.
It's got that attached. That one's got the shred, but on the side that looks so mint. $4.99. I'd pay that. I think we pay 83 on this, but that one has a cracked, slight crack in the shell. Lolo 3. Again, cartridge has some yellowing. On my CIB stuff, when I'm buying it from a store, like I'll buy it if it's like super minty. We might be able to make a couple bucks on it because people like to pay out for minty stuff. But we've kind of developed a reputation of having minty games. The Minty Dwight collection, where we bought tons and tons of stuff, and we always pay out for minty stuff. So I'd like to continue with that reputation because it's a good one to have. Super Mario Advance, it's a really clean box. I don't think it has a manual, but $39.99. I'm gonna pick that up with how clean that is. All right, and then I found this one in the case, which that's actually what we pay on Explorers in Sky, $100. And the glorious, going in the collection, PlayStation, like PS1 modeled PS4 controller in really clean condition. So I added a Super Game Boy to our stack for $19.99, which he actually updated the price on that one. But this he just brought out is a 80s wooden case.
It's handmade.
You've been looking for this.
I have. The handmade rare
It's
wooden
perfect
case.
for all dads. It's a dad gift.
It's a dad gift. And it's got 5,200 games in it.
Whoa.
So you're selling them all as a lot.
Mm-hmm. I got $90 on it, but I love
90
making
bucks.
deals.
It's got Reverade, it's got Pitfall, it's got Frogger, Hubert.
There was a couple of.
Oh, Mario Bros.
Yeah, there was a couple of decent ones in there.
Well, what kind of deal could you sell on this guy?
$50. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been trying to sell to so many people. And a lot of
I'll
people
do-
are like, "What is it? Just for the box?" I'm like, "No, it's full of games too."
Yeah. I mean, this is like well made.
The guy that sold it to us, there was like, my son made me this in like 1985,
Oh my
and I
gosh.
just found it. It was in my garage underneath some hubcaps for like 30
That's
years.
like history in a box right there.
And
That's
I was like,
awesome.
I'll take all of it. He's like, even the box? And it's like, only with the box.
Right.
Like if it's just the games, I don't want it.
Like I'm good, yeah. I would have said 60, so I'm good with 60 on that.
60?
Yep. Thank you.
I was shooting low, man.
I appreciate that, yeah. So between the NES set, the Atari games, the few buy list items, the sealed stuff, we're gonna add about another $200 to the Pokebank. So pretty killer stop at Second Chance in Portage. I'm excited to add this PS4 controller to my collection, which I don't actually know where it's gonna go. Maybe, maybe.
We'll find a spot.
Yeah, we'll find somewhere. But I can't wait to add the Groudon SP. As long as Jesse or anybody else doesn't come back with more amazing stuff. So subscribe to follow the journey. Special thank you to Jesse for coming out. Really appreciate you. See you guys in the next one. Peace.